Duke's Zion Show has successful NCAA Tournament debut. Video by Yahoo Sports. Columbia, SCU Zion Williamson sat in his hotel room the night before his NCAA Tournament debut, pondering his shot to play on the biggest stage in college basketball. "Wow," the 18-year-old said, "I am." Box score A. R.J. Barrett led Duke with 26 points and 14 rebounds and combined with Williamson for an unstoppable 1-2 freshman punch. But it was Williamson. Williamson was disappointed in the Blue Devils' sluggish first half as Duke led just 31-27 at the break. Teammates were in. When that happens, there's no one else in college basketball like Williamson. He opened the half by driving on two defenders for a layup that drew a foul. He missed the free throw. The highlight, though, came moments later on Williamson's breathtaking dribble behind his back after chasing down his own steal layup. The 6'7", 285-pound freshman outran 5'11", 190-pound Vinny Shaheed of North Dakota State for the ball after he tipped it for a steal. Williamson then dribbled. Just like that, the Blue Devils were up 40-27 and cruising. The Bison 19 in. Barrett and Williamson gave Duke two players with 20 or more points in their NCAA tournament debut for the first time since Mark O'Leary and Johnny Dawkins did it in 1984. The Blue Devils 31-5 will face either 8th-seeded VCU or number 9 seed UF on Sunday for a spot in the Sweet 16. Shaheed led the Bison with 20 points. North Dakota State coach David Richmond knew Duke had the potential for a back-breaking run that would put his team on its heels. Richmond was as off. Still, Richmond's spunky team held a 25-24 lead late in the opening half. That was when once Williamson got going, Duke showed why it is the top overall seed in this tournament and why CBS is dedicated to following Williamson's journey. Duke was expected to pick up where it left off last week when it won its 21st Atlantic Coast Conference tournament title. Williamson was now on the big stage with the Zion. Then a crazy thing happened. The Blue Devils struggled to score. They missed 3-point. Barrett and Reddish rallied Duke toward the end. Barrett had 3 straight baskets and a Jordan Goldwire 3-pointer with a minute left to do into the locker room with the lead. Williamson's early highlight came with the game tied at 16 as he took a pass on the baseline a few feet from the rim, rose up and put down a power jam. The sold-out crowd. North Dakota State. The Bison closed the season strongly simply to make the NCAAs. With a 15-5 Duke, the Blue Devils had a sluggish start to the first and probably only NCAA tournament for many of its freshman stars. But their ability to turning up the D. North Dakota State shot 41% in the opening half, a number that dropped to 31% the final 20 minutes as Duke dug in on defense. The Blue Devils had. North Dakota State's season is finished. Duke will move on to face 8th-seeded VCU or 9th-seeded UF on Sunday. More AP college basketball end.
Raindrop, drop top, smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up.